Hey guys, this is Echo Soundworks with another tutorial for SylenthTutorials.com. First, if you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please sign up at youtube.com/ADSR Tuts, that's Tuts. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a tip and trick I like to use with layering leads inside of Sylenth, as well as how to get a very popular sound that almost sounds like vibrato inside of the synth. So if I solo this first lead right here, you kind of hear that vibrato effect. Well, what's making that isn't true vibrato at all. It's a low frequency oscillation of the phases of both part A and B for the sound, because I'm using part A for the actual synth sound and part B just to introduce some noise. So what it's doing is it's adding a sinusoidal LFO at a fairly quick rate, 1/32, to the phase of both A and B. And what it does is it creates this kind of pseudo or mock vibrato. Well, you might be wondering, why wouldn't you just use vibrato? It's a little bit different sounding. It has a different feel because it's not bending pitch necessarily, but it has that same type of overall effect to our ear, but it's a little more subtle. So I think it tends to play nicer with other leads or other sounds that might be having a vibrato or a vibrato type effect. And in this instance, I have a polyphonic sound. Do you hear that pitch bend almost? It starts at some of the beginning or middle-ish of the notes. Well, that's again phase A and B. The difference being I have a slow time. It's 1/8 dotted. And what that does is it creates this cool character and this cool blend where it's not like a sidechain compression feel, but it's bending some of the notes out of the way and letting that lead really shine. So I'm going to play this and turn off the phase modulation for this monophonic sound. So it's still the same sound essentially, it's just a little bit more boring. And let's turn off this polyphonic one as well. So to my ear, it just got more robotic and more predictable. That effect that we did with the phase, or I did with the phase modulation for this polyphonic chord pass, makes it a lot more interesting to the ear, especially on a dotted, because it's not happening on the 1 or the 2 or the 3. It's happening at some interesting points in that progression. That's why I purposely played it coming in on some up counts and things like that. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing and how you can apply it to really any sound in Sylenth. So all you need to do is, I'll zero all this out for this. I'll just crank this down. So you can go, I'll do it in LFO too. So select phase A and B, or phase A or B, depending on what you have going on with the sound. Is it a 2-part sound or is it just a 1-part? Like I said, this is a 2-part sound in Sylenth, so I'm going to select phase A and B. And then what you need to do is turn your gain up just a little. Turn your rate up pretty quick for the monophonic sound. 1/32 is a good starting place. And then just boost your rate until you start to get an effect you like. I'm sorry, boost this rotary knob under the rate to get the effect. There it is, it's pretty subtle. And then I'll show you exactly what I did on this chord one. So let me turn off this LFO1. Now I'm going to do the same thing with LFO2, phase A and B. Now, because I'm playing chords, I don't want it to be this exact same as I did with the monophonic pass. I want this to be a little bit different. So the rate I'm going to select, we'll do 1/4. Let's do 1/4 triplet. I kind of like that. Might be a little much, but let's listen to it. Alright, so that's really it. This is 2 really simple ideas. You put it together and it can create a really powerful effect on your leads or your sounds for your productions. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.